Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning and a happy Thursday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this August 7th. We are just about at 5 o'clock this morning, and it is time to take a look at our weather with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. Megan, how is our Thursday looking so far?
Well, as you're heading out the door this Thursday morning, we're going to see those temperatures sitting in the 60s, about what you'd expect this time of year, although it is a little bit warmer as you travel more towards the west. 70 degrees in Monticello. Now we'll head into the afternoon, and we're going to see temperatures around what we saw yesterday, but a tad warmer for some folks out there, mainly sitting in those mid 80s, but you'll see those upper 80s as you travel more to the west. 88 is that forecast high for Irvine and Somerset. Now we are just looking at some bit of fog this morning, especially for the central portion of our region. I know this morning when I left, it was very dense in hazard, so make sure you're driving safe if you are on the roads. But in terms of the rain, we are nice and clear. We are going to see some more chances for some scattered showers and storms as we're heading into those afternoon and evening hours, clearing out overnight as you're heading into your Friday. And for your day planner, this is what we're looking at in terms of the next couple hours. Cloudy, partly cloudy skies, high temperatures around that 4 o'clock time frame. Amelia.
Somerset fire crews have been on scene for hours, battling a 2-alarm commercial fire. It's at a sawdust silo on West Racetrack Road. Crews were called out around 4:45 yesterday afternoon. The fire department says the dense sawdust made it hard for crews to battle the flames. There are no reports of any injuries. Police have made an arrest in connection with the shooting incident in Prestonburg last Friday. Police say at least 4 vehicles were hit by gunfire, but no one was injured. Prestonburg police say 19-year-old Weston Harris came forward and identified himself as the operator of the vehicle involved. Police say the shooter was identified as a 17-year-old boy. They have now charged the juvenile with wanton endangerment and criminal mischief. He was taken to the Breathitt County Regional Detention Center. Investigators are now trying to determine how an active duty serviceman was able to bring his personal gun onto a Georgia Army base before shooting and injuring 5 of his fellow soldiers. All of the victims are expected to survive. The suspect was subdued by witnesses and taken into custody. CBS News' Wendy Gillette has the latest from New York.
This morning brings a search for answers after an Army sergeant opened fire on his co-workers at Fort Stewart near Savannah, Georgia, Wednesday.
We have an active shooter on Fort Stewart.
5 soldiers were hurt. Fort Stewart's commander said 3 required surgery, though all 5 are expected to recover.
All of the families of the victims have been notified, and we're wrapping our arms around them and ensuring we provide them all the support that we can.
The suspected gunman has been identified as 28-year-old Cornelius Radford, an automated logistics specialist from Jacksonville, Florida. Military officials say he used his personal weapon in the attack, which began just before 11 a.m. on the north side of the installation. Authorities say witnesses tackled and subdued the suspect, who was taken into custody nearly a half hour after the shooting started.
These soldiers, without a doubt, prevented further casualties.
The fort's commander says the Army's Criminal Investigative Division interviewed the alleged shooter. He's currently being held in pretrial confinement.
The perpetrator of this atrocity, which is exactly what it is, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
The investigation is ongoing. So far, authorities say they do not believe terrorism or extremism played a role in the attack. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Military officials say the suspect has been in the Army for more than 7 years, has never been deployed to combat. He also hasn't had any disciplinary issues, though officials say he was recently arrested for a DUI, which the chain of command was previously unaware of. In an interview with the New York Times, the suspect's father said his son had complained of alleged racism while serving at Fort Stewart. A Clay County man was sentenced to 20 years in prison after he pleaded guilty but mentally ill in a 2021 attempted murder case. Jonathan Hubbard was charged after he was accused of stabbing his mother, according to an arrest citation. He was also accused of firing a gun toward her. Hubbard was also sentenced on a pair of charges for theft by unlawful taking. State police conducted an active shooter drill at Roundstone Elementary in Rockcastle County yesterday morning. Police say they wanted the drill to take on a sense of realism, and school leaders echoed that. It involved a man who got into the back of the school, then began shooting people.
They know that this is training only, but you still see that that elevated heart rate, some confusion. And we know that that's coming. That's just an ounce of what it would be like if it were real life.
Along with police, EMS, and firefighters, they also took part. School leaders say Rockcastle County has a school resource officer in every school. Firefighters across North America are working day and night to control several massive wildfires. More than 750 fires are burning in Canada, and the smoke is drifting south. The U.S. is battling its own wildfires. The largest in Arizona has been burning for more than 1 month. 2025 began with two of the most destructive blazes in California's history, killing 31 people in Los Angeles County. Now, a new study published in JAMA suggests those fires are responsible for more than 400 additional deaths. Well, if you receive a call from an unfamiliar number, it may be best to just avoid picking up the phone. Scammers are using AI to clone people's voices and using it to target their families by asking for money. Lori Weaver-Hawkins with AAA of the Bluegrass warns folks not to answer unfamiliar numbers and confirm the identity of those they speak to over the phone.
Now, it's not just, a text that someone gets, but it's actually a voice saying that, they need money or they're in some kind of danger, that they need some money transferred.
Hawkins says to be wary of other scams like phishing, avoid clicking links that are suspicious, and stay away from unfamiliar websites. Well, the Osborne Brothers Hometown Festival kicked off yesterday afternoon in Hayden, with gates opening at 4 and the bluegrass music starting up at 5. I was at the festival early yesterday and have the details on its histories and what you can expect. The Osborne Brothers and bluegrass music are staples in the Leslie County community, and that tradition continues to grow.
We're fortunate. We have 2,000 to 3,000 people a day come through our gates, and we'll be here from Wednesday tonight through Saturday.
Musicians perform at the Bobby Osborne Pavilion, named after the bluegrass music legend who died in 2023. The festival, named after Bobby and his brother Sonny. We
lost both of them within the last 4 years, but they were here many years, and we were very fortunate to have their music. We still have all their recordings and all the great memories.
Bands performing during this year's 4-day event include Lonesome River Band, Sunrise Ridge, Dean Osborne Band, and even more.
It's a good opportunity to enjoy the music Kentucky's famous for, that we named that was named after our state by Bill Monroe. And it's also a good opportunity to enjoy some great home-cooked food. Our fire department's doing our cooking for us, and some great fellowship.
Wednesday was free admission with all gospel groups taking the stage. Today, gates open at 3 with the show starting up at 4. If you're interested in coming out for some good music, you can get a 3-day advance pass for $15. There's also pay at the gate options too, with proceeds going to local volunteer fire departments. For a full list of performances and times, you can go to the Osborne Brothers Hometown Festival Facebook page.